Right then, people, I'm going to do a road test and review of my new bike. Oh yeah, I'll show you what it looks like, baby. Nice big dirty Breakout. Oh yeah, with a big fat tyre on the back. It's definitely the Kim Kardashian of the Harley world. So I'm going to take it for a blast and try and give you as honest as I can owner's review of this beast. Yeah. Oh yeah, Big Red, yeah! Woo! Oh god, yeah, well okay, so here we go. First problem. Fucking turning circle. Jesus. She's a bitch. A big bitch. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. Yeah. Scratch that pedal. Scratch? Scratch. So we're reviewing Harley-Davidson Breakout 103. Try and keep it as honest. Oh, I've scratched the bloody pedal again. Awesome. Try and keep it as honest as I can. This is an owner's review. This isn't one of these guys that's just gone into a shop and said, I'd like to borrow a Breakout. No, I own this bitch. I fucking own this bitch. And she's a big bitch. She ain't no fucking nimble, agile little way mother Sportster. This is a big fucking Breakout. Now I'm hoping the first thing that you notice with these Breakouts is the fact that they just look awesome! Awesome! I do like the diners, don't get me wrong, I love the diners. My favourite's the wide glide. But I sound like a fanboy but Sons of Anarchy by saying that shit, and Sons of Anarchy seems to sport the whole image of the diner. Or has it? I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. But the wide glide with the big rake on the front. And the first thing that you do know, well, one of the things that you do notice about the Breakout is it's got a fucking rake on the front. Oh yeah. It's not massively chopperish, but it's got that chopper feel. And that's what attracts me. Oh, she gets tight around the bloody roundabouts. You've got to learn to ride these big Breakouts, because it's not like riding a nimble bike, because that back wheel is 240. Now it sounds pretty awesome, and yeah. I like the fatness of that tyre, but I tell you now, she's a hard bitch to get used to. But when you are used to it, oh, I'm at McDonald's, yes. Now the big question is, do I have a McDonald's or do I go down to Costa? Because Costa's just down there, look. Let's do Costa. Yeah. I'm using my Breakout as a cafe racer. Just racing from one coffee place to another. Oh, you watch Costa be shut, twat. Oh no, it's not. It's open. Wicked. Jungle is massive. Can I stick my bike down here somewhere? Yeah. Look at that, awesome with sun on it, awesome. Got my chai latte. See, you can see the rake on the front. It's pretty tasty. And there's that fat back wheel. That's just pure fatness. Hey up, here comes crew. Here we go. Nice. There's the boys. Beautiful. Oh yeah, we're all getting ready to roll.
The moons have aligned.
I'm gonna say, okay now, it's taking some bloody time this lads. That's what it's all about, crew ride. Yeah, reversing. She's heavy. I'm gonna follow these dudes. Beautiful. Old modded nitrine there, look. I've got to walk around somewhere on one of my videos. And that looks like a 1200 custom Sportster in front. That nitrine back wheel looks like 180, looks like. So you can imagine, put a bit more on, you got a 240 that's on the back of this. Yeah! So roundabouts, yeah, they take a bit of getting used to. I don't know if you, well, you've got a bike yourself and you're used to banking your bike right down. Well, there's none of that in this. Can't bank it. Well, no, that's not right. That's not right. You can actually bank them. Not to the degree that you're thinking, but you can actually get it down slightly, but you will catch the end of that peg. Now they screw out and you can buy different pegs and everything else, but you know what, it's quite funny scratching it on floor. I think we've lost one of our riders. Lost him already. Hey, from a comfort point of view, I've got an extra seat put on the back of this. It's a bit deeper for touring, and my back is just sat up against it. I'm sat in the actual seat that comes on the Breakout. I'm basically sat in the frame. It's very comfortable, very, very comfortable. The bike itself is smooth, it just potters along. The engine, lovely and responsive. As you can see, I'm in third gear doing 2000 RPM, 40 mile an hour. Pull it back and it wants to go. The engine in this is, she's got some fucking hell, showing off at camera. Anyway. So no, they've got some proper grunt, these 103s. Still the original Harley air-cooled, none of this water-cooled garbage that's coming out now. No offence, no offence, I'm only messing with you. I know it's to get the emissions down and everything else, but I'll be honest with you, I drive a hybrid car, the wife's got a hybrid car, we're doing our bit for the environment with the hybrids. Watch this go. Look at that, shoots up to 70, no probs in third gear, well, I'm in fourth gear. So yeah, the wife's got a hybrid, I've got a hybrid. So I'm not being funny, but I don't care about the emissions that come out of my motorbike. Now these things have got 6 gears. So yeah, when you get into 6, you get a nice little reward. Hooray, you get a little green light. Thank you. And if you sat at 70 with that green light showing, the fuel economy on it is brilliant. It doesn't eat the fuel like this. It doesn't eat it. However, if you drop it down a few gears, probably third, fourth, full throttle back, fire it up to 110, 120, because it will go up to 120 easy, and I mean easy. I haven't tried it, Mr. Officer. Honest, I watched another video. Yeah, your fuel consumption when you pull that back. Yeah. Well, you're not buying this for MPG, put it that way.
Look what I found in my pocket. Look, a year's salary right here. What I call them? Fun coupons. See that? A fun coupon.
But if you sat cruising at 70 in 6 gear, you'll be very pleasantly surprised. It's lovely. Another cool function, the trip. Yeah, it's got a trip button there, look. So basically, it's telling me I've done 2,600 miles, so it's new. Hey, get in, click it again. Oh shit, that's telling me how many miles I've done since last trip. That's on B, I don't know what that is. It's the same sort of thing, but I think you can program it different. No idea. Sorry guys. And then you've got your petrol, well, your fuel tank range, which, if you've ever tried doing long distance on, I don't know, an old Dyna or an old Sportster like I have, you're having a laugh. If you watch my Wales series, it's madness. We're just stopping every 50 miles to fill my sporty tank up because I've got no idea on the range. Whereas this, you've got an idea on your range, which is epic. And your next button, great stuff. You get a clock, so it's telling me it's nearly 7 o'clock at night. Hey! So if you're on curfew from the wife, which most of us are, I don't care how hard you are. Yeah, the wife rules. Make sure you're out for 7. Make sure you're 4:15 for your tea. Where have you been all night? I mean, you've not been in the fucking pub. No. You know what I mean? At least you keep an eye on it. So you press your trip again. Oh my god, I'm being overtaken. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I'm doing a fucking vlog here. Anyway, so you press the button again, and you get what gear you're in and your RPM. So yeah, if I drop down a gear, look. 5th way. Brilliant. Yeah, mod tech on a fruity, old style looking Harley. And it does look like an old style Harley. Or I should just say an old style custom with a bit of a choppery front on it. Just so you can see the rake. If you look down, look, I'm just sat back still. I can see the wheel nuts at the end of my forks. I've tried a Fat Boy, and you don't get that on a Fat Boy. You get it a little bit on the wide glide, not as much rake. But on this, you've got more rake on this. Oh, if that's the sort of thing that you're looking for, the chopper feel standard at the factory on a Harley-Davidson like I am, with a big back wheel and the Breakout, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's comfy, it's smooth, it's beautiful. If you treat it right, it'll give you a good mile to a gallon. I can find myself going long distance on this without an issue. And these handlebars, let's talk about these handlebars. Well, let's not just talk about the handlebars, let's just look at them. Wow! You've got proper, yeah, there's no apes on them, but the position that you're in, you're slightly leant forward, and then obviously you've got your forward controls. You're kind of just pottering on. It just feels natural, it feels nice. Here, watch, drop it down into second, 30 mile an hour, fire it up. There you go. It's got power. It's got shitloads of power. It's not sports bike type speed, but it'll keep up with them, kinda. Fucking arm line. Ah! Obviously, with it being a soft tail, you can cruise on it. It is a cruiser. You can get the bags for it. I've got a windscreen for this, sissy bar up back. You can get a rack up back as well for your bags. Anything you want to do to a soft tail, you can do to this. You can't put floor pads on it though. Floor pads? Floorboards. You can't put floorboards on it because of the forward controls. But I'm guessing if you want them on, you could mod it slightly and put some Fat Boy ones or some Heritage ones on or something like that. I can't see the problem there. Right, where we're going? Where's the crew going? Talking to Fat Boy riders though, a lot of them do say, ah! A lot of them do say that they can't bank the Fat Boy because the floorboards catch the ground. It's the same in this. The only difference is, on a Fat Boy after 2007, they came with a 200 rear tyre. Anything younger than that, or older than that I should say, sorry, anything older than that, dude, and I think there were a 160 on the back. So if you took the floorboards off them, you should be able to bank them pretty easy. But the big stifler on this is that big rear tyre. Can't stress it enough. It is at first quite shocking as to how upright this bike sits. You sat on it, it sits upright. It wants to hold itself up just because of the fat tyre on the back. And I think the way that they've balanced that out is by putting a thinnish tyre on the front. It's not massively thin, I'm sure it's like a 120, 130 on the front. Look at that night train look at it. Oh, what a beaut, man, what a beaut. There we go, just put it along, 60 mile an hour in 6th gear. 2000 RPM, approx. You get that Harley chop, 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 potato, 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 or whatever the bloody hell they say it is. You get that little noise. You don't get much vibration at all. There's hardly any vibration. It's not like your old Harleys that be like, yeah, bone shaker, oh, my ligaments. No, no, no. Oh, it's just so comfortable, so comfortable. Top speed on it, well, it says 130 on the clocks. I don't know if it'll hit that or not, actually. Now, I have seen 110, not me personally, I've seen it in 4th gear, I think. Like the 3rd or 4th gear. It must have been 4th. And there was still shitloads of power left in it. Obviously this is running on a standard engine. Standard 103, I've not even stage 1'd it. I got some Cobra slip-ons on. That's what all the popping and the banging and the spitting is. It just sound brilliant. Sound brilliant. So I've had no ECU mods, no cam mods, nothing really done to it. And it's got shitloads of power. Now obviously stage 1 and altering your cams probably cost you around £1,000 plus mark, and you'll get an absolute crap load of mid power in it, but even more powerful than what it is. If you watch my memorial ride, you'll see at some point, about 3/4 of the way through, I try and navigate round a hill hairpin. Or it is quite a learning curve, to be fair, once you get on these things. I haven't done one on a hill, and it was quite daunting at first, but I think if I went back to it or tried it again, I'd piss it now. Yeah, it's just different. It's just total different ride to what you're used to, just because of how wide that tyre is. And if the 240 is not wide enough, they are now doing 260s. So I do believe you can actually buy a 260 rear wheel tyre for this bad boy. So the 2018 model, they've all come out with these new frames and Milwaukee 8, which is obviously water cooled, and it's supposed to be lighter and all that jazz. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll see. What I don't like about the 2018 Breakout is the chrome on the front. They've blacked it out. They've got black bits here and they've got black down here. You know, instead of it being full chrome, dudes, it's black and chrome. Now, obviously, the effect of the Breakout is a black and chrome mix. So you've got the black handlebars, the chrome front, and then obviously down the engine you've got the chrome pipes and bits of chrome, and then chrome on the back, and then obviously mixed in with the black engine fins and everything else, black box and shit. So, you know, they're going for a black and chrome mix, which I believe on the 217 and down models, like this is a 2015, it works and it looks good. On the 2018, I don't like what they've done with the forks. I don't like how they've blacked out bits. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. I think it's just too much black. The indicators are black. I don't like that. Honestly, black plastic. It looks cheap. It looks shit. And that's from an owner who loves this, and I'm biased, but I'm still telling you, those look shit. So they look better in chrome. I think they could have probably put, in fact you can get it, I think the Harley-Davidson call them Defiance grips, and you get them in black with a bit of chrome, or you get them with chrome with a bit of black, and I think get them in chrome with a bit of black would look nice. It contrasted with everything else, it'd look good. The front headlight, it's a bit pony, man. It really is a bit pony, but it goes well. The black and the chrome effect again, look, see? It goes well, but it could do with a bigger headlight because it's just so small. Now you can get the, I think the bullet ones, bullet headlights from Harley-Davidson themselves. Nice big 5 and a bit inch chuff off thing, which would probably look a hell of a lot better. I think there's obviously it's just a bigger light in general. It comes out a bit further as well, so I think that would look a lot better on it. One thing I am after when I start long distance riding this bad boy is I'm going to go get myself the cruise control. Basically it's a full module here. Just take that out. Apparently it just, like every other Softail, it just connects up to the wiring harness that's in your handlebars, and boom, you got cruise control. Woo! Touch of a button, which would be great because it gives you hand rest. Oh, I remember I did a 1,000-mile round trip to Wales on my shredder. That's my Sportster, in case you haven't watched my other videos. On my shredder, and holding that on that Sportster with all the vibrations that came through the bloody frame and up the bars and that. Oh my god, my hand, 3 of my fingers were sprained for a week. It was horrible. So I know cruise control, I can see, would be really nice. The other thing I like about the older Breakouts compared to the 2018 one, pretty much the 2018 range itself, they've got all your dash readout there, and there's no old school speedo. I like my analog speedo, thanks. I like it. Could do with a rev counter. I know it's got numbers for rev counter, but I like a rev counter too. Watch these guys bomb past. Good lads. I'm sneaking through. Thank you very much, mister. Oh, we're coming into Truro. Truro for a pint and a discuss of the bikes. Oh, let me lift my lid so you can have a listen to the roar. Yeah. This is what biking's all about. Went for a jolly with your mates. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Look at him with his arse in air. Yeah, we're on an island, look. See how they're all banking theirs. Oh, isn't it? Oh, I'm catching it. You see? Got to be very, very careful. The forward controls, they're a little bit different to what I'm normally used to. I don't know, I'm probably soft-tail riders be like, what are you talking about, you twat? But on a Sportster, between the pedal and your footrest, there's a very small gap. Whereas on these, there's a huge gap, which it took me a little bit to get used to, but now I'm used to it, it's pretty cool. Right, where we're going? Make some racket. We're going in here. Brum. Yeah. Where's he going with that bike? Where are you going, man?
Hey?
We're parking here.
Yeah, park here.
Stick it in neutral. Kaplow. Ah, here's one for you. I don't know if you're used to old bikes like me. Put it in gear. Put the stand down. Cuts the bad boy out, look. Tells you, look. Side stand. Brilliant. All parked up and ready for beer. Hey!